Welcome to the gardening event of the year. It's going to be a big one. Who would have thought that a gardening event could look this funky and amazing? I suppose that is a miracle for you though, where it'll turn any industry into a warehouse party. So I'm Makisa and I'm your host for the evening. I've already said that. I'd like to start off by acknowledging the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation, the traditional custodians of the land that we're gathering on tonight, and we pay our respects to their elders, both past, present, and future. Now, there is a bunch of fun activities happening, and you'll find all of these listed on your little adventure pass that you would have got given when you came in. There's the Wheel of Fortune to the left, which I highly recommend everyone goes and takes a look, because you can go into the draw to win some awesome prizes, like the brand new sun shelf that we're launching tonight. Woo! Yes, let's hear it for sun shelf. There's also themed henna tattoos up the back in the tent, and next to that there's a little laser engraving stand, which I thought I would explain. You would have gotten like a little wooden leaf in your packet when you came in. Now that could be used as like a little Christmas bauble or a gift, like a gift wrapping, ornament. And you can get names engraved on that over at the back in the laser engraving stand. Next up, there's also a photo booth, and everyone is entitled to one cool, funky Polaroid photo over at the photo booth. So make sure you get that as well as a little keepsake of the night. And then in the middle of the space, you can also find an incredible array of plants being sold by AJ of the Growing Grounds. Yes, AJ is also helping us with a plant swap. So all that is happening at the table down the back. We're going to do the plant swap in about an hour or so. So if you've brought a plant and you're keen to trade it for something new, make sure you keep an ear out, because I'll announce when that's happening. Then, next to the plant swap, we also have a silent auction for a beautiful Thai constellation monstera. Now, these babies can sell for up to $350. So if you're a plant enthusiast, I highly recommend you go and pop an offer on the sheet next to the silent auction, because it'll be well worth it. And onto the very important matter of the open bar. I'm sure most of you are already familiar with it, but just in case you haven't, the bar is over at the back, and please drink your fill. And you can't have a drink on an empty stomach, so make sure you fill up on the fantastic Vietnamese food that has been provided by Ms. Banh Mi in the center of the room as well. I think they're still going strong, so enjoy. And now the last bit of housekeeping is the bathrooms. You'll find those at the back of the space, in between the bar and the henna table.
Makisa for emceeing tonight. She only found out she was doing this morning, but she's a real hustler and she's really hard. Thank you everyone who's made it out here today. We've got a wide array of people, customers, friends and family, our investors, wholesale buyers, plant influencers, general people who saw us on Facebook, people who saw us campaign to get Costa to come to our party and said, hey, this looks like a good party. It's amazing to see you all here, and I hope you enjoy all the activities and the vibes that we bring. Check out the sun shelves and have a good time. On the point of the Costa launch and the Costa sort of campaign that we ran, we got over 1,000 people liking that post and over 150 people tagging him. And he noticed us. And Costa noticed us. So who wants to see Costa? A little bit louder, he's a celebrity. One more time! Yeah! Well, he's double booked for the night. So you're going to have to put up with Peter and I in pea costumes. But again, thank you so much for coming to the Sun Shelf. I don't have a clicker today. So this the idea of the Sun Shelf came about because we wanted to celebrate the power of the great indoors. The power that plants have to create a space, a lifestyle, and a movement. The power that you have through growing plants to say, no, even though I do live in a small apartment, I'm going to make it my own space. I'm going to stay in touch with nature. The power you have to see food waste and food miles and say, no, I'm going to grow it myself and cut it all out. That's what the Great Indoors is about. It's choose your own adventure. Most of you would have interacted with the Sun Shelf, had a look at them. They're scattered everywhere. Hopefully you know some of the features. Hopefully you know how it's meant to be working and what you can do with it. And you've had some good ideas about interesting ways that it would fit in within your home. If there's one thing I want you to take home, here's the bottom line. The Sun Shelf is the most customizable, easy to use, and affordable indoor gardening solution on the market. So when Peter and I started the business back in 2018, we had both been pondering the question of how we would feed a growing population with an increasingly urban population. At the same time, New South Wales was also in the longest drought in recorded history. Things that seem like decades ago with the La Nina that we've been having lately. And at the same time, Peter's friend also moved into an apartment that had access to no natural sunlight. There was no way for her to grow her own food, or indoor plants for that matter. We started our company with a very easy to use, beginner friendly, easy to access and affordable product called the Indoor Smart Garden. And since then, we've built out our range. We've got the Eco Kitchen for people who wanted to grow more food, larger products. We built it out to a grow light range, so people who wanted to grow indoor plants, herbs, leafy greens. The Terra Garden for people who wanted a solution that was more value for money and wasn't necessarily a design feature. We built out our grow light range even more to have hydro grows. And then finally, which some of you may know, we've got the family farm, something that we haven't seen in markets in Australia, New Zealand, the UK, or even the States for a consumer market. But what happened when we started building those products is we built very customized products, things that were targeted specifically to the needs of someone growing herbs and leafy greens, or to the needs of someone growing houseplants. In doing so, we ended up dividing our customer base and creating a bit of a split in their intents. So we have these amazing products that grow herbs and leafy greens, and these other amazing products that grow indoor plants. In doing so, we missed the diversity of ways that people like to grow. We missed the lifestyle of gardening, the hobby, the way that people want to embrace the outdoors and nature in their own home, in their own little chaotic way. We created silos, but the Sun Shelf is about breaking down those silos. Someone's real gardening journey might look a bit more like this. They'll start off potentially with houseplants and then propagations. They'll get indoor plants, herbs, leafy greens. They might decide to do some germination. We've been talking about tissue culture. There's a whole range of things that people can do in their own spaces that aren't really catered to with our current range of products. The Sun Shelf will change all of this. Now, I'm a bit of a hype man here. I'm just trying to get everyone having a good time. But there's someone who's been working really hard on making this product a reality. He's been developing it for over 2 years with our manufacturers and designers. And it's come to an amazing point. It's sort of like, I could not do this without him, you know? It's salt and pepper. It's, like a hot dog at Bunnings. I could even say, he's the pea to my pod. I'm going to get Peter up on stage to introduce you all to how this works.
Thank you. Thank you so much for a great introduction as well. He took my line. I was going to say the pea and pod, so a little bit awkward. I hope everyone's having a fantastic night. Great turnout as well. This is absolutely fantastic. So we'll get on to my exciting part. I'm very excited to be chatting through the features of the Sun Shelf, which is pretty amazing product. As Dilhan said, we've been working on this for 2 years. There's 3 main things, if you walk out from tonight, that I would love you to remember. And those are the 3 main features, which is the customizability, the ease of use, and the value. The customizability is just insane. Globally, this is the best indoor solution for a customized garden. Every level you can change by 10 centimeters up or down. You can remove entire levels, inbuilt grow lights, and you can grow pretty much anything. Herbs, leafy greens, vegetables, microgreens. It's going to be honestly a changer. we believe that as an indoor gardener, you should be able to grow the same things that an outdoor gardener can grow. In fact, we believe you should be able to grow better than them. And we're truly creating a product to allow you to do this. But you can see, amazing GIF up there about all the different customizations. So crazy customizable, and it looks like a fantastic furniture piece that belongs in an apartment. Sorry. The next one is the ease of setup. So hopefully you guys have had a play with it. If you haven't already, feel free to pull off the grow lights from the sun shelf and put them back. Everything's magnetic, which is super cool, which means the setup is, woo! There we are. Yeah, it's an amazing feature because it means the setup for an indoor garden is now less than 30 minutes. And you can grow up to 72 plants in the unit, which is equivalent to 4 meters squared area space in a soil-based system. So you can grow a crazy amount of food at the point of consumption. And on top of that, there's one power cable, which sounds kind of a little bit lame, but until you've dealt with IKEA setups and DIY projects for a shelving unit yourself, you'll really appreciate it. Every level can be customized in terms of lighting. So the intensity of the light can change, the hours on and off, which is perfect for changing it for different types of plants, for different house plants, microgreens, herbs, leafy greens. Super customizable, super easy to put together, and looks great. And now, of course, is value. So this is something that if I don't bring up, people are going to be asking all night. So we believe that customization is crazy important. So we're building that into the product and the pricing and the selling of the product itself. So you effectively get to build your own garden at 6 p.m. tomorrow night. But effectively when it goes live, you can go in there and you can choose how many sun panels you want, which levels you want them. If you want hydroponics, if you want to check the side view, if you want to add pots in or propagations, if you want to fit out the entire unit. So the price point goes from $500 all the way up to $1,500 based on your journey and your expression and what you want your garden to really be built out like. Which is really exciting. There's nothing like that on the market where you get to choose and grow your way, whatever you want to grow. And so finally, just a few little notes here. So the product will go live tomorrow at 6 p.m. on the website. But I got some really exciting news for you guys. Someone, potentially in this room, can get a free sun shelf. Woo! So the first person on the website that adds sun shelf to the cart and uses the coupon, which is right.
Great indoors.
Yeah, great indoors, that's the coupon. We'll also do social media posts on this as well. We'll get the sun shelf for free, which is pretty exciting. You guys pumped for that? So this is just the beginning. Your support has brought us this far. We started the company in 2018, as Dilhan was saying, and we're trying to solve these big problems. And with your support, we're going to this level and we're producing some great products. But this is honestly just the beginning. We want to keep innovating in this space and producing products to empower everyone to grow food at the point of consumption and greenify urban spaces. And with your help, even tonight, by taking photos of the sun shelf, showing it online, social media, and really shouting at your friends in their face about us would be great. And just spreading the word really supports us. And together, if we do that, we can create a greener tomorrow. And then finally, we got a little bit of a surprise.
I feel bad. I've played with your hearts. We've all played with your hearts. There is one more thing that we need to show you.
PM. Damn it. set up, I really wanted to come and meet everyone and sort of get an idea of what urban plant growers are up to. And they've been hassling me, wanted. I turned up, I'm here, and they're not here. And this sun shelf thing, I don't know, I just wanted to come and see what it was about. And anyway, have a great night, everyone. Sorry I can't be here. I know it was 6 p.m, not 6 a.m. But what a setting for a launch night. Enjoy the evening, and yeah, anything to do with horticulture and growing, that's a launch for me.
Thanks everyone who helped us get Costa here. Give it a round of applause. Awesome, so we're so glad that all of you are here. That's the end of our speech. We know you want to get back to drinking and eating good banh mi's. Please go to Growing Grounds, buy some of her plants. She's done an amazing job and they look amazing. I can see a couple in the crowd over there doing well. Enjoy the activities, come around, say hi, and tell all of your friends about the Sun Shelf.